Huh?
You love me?
Yes. You love me?
You love me?
Yes.
You love me?
Yes.
You love me?
Yes.
You love me?
Yes.
You love me?
Yes, I love you.
You love me?
Yes.
You love me?
Yes.
You love me?
Yes.
You love me?
Yes.
You love me?
Yes. Only you. Jesus.
Are certain differences between the lack of father on girls versus boys. For example, girls who don't have very much father involvement are far more likely to be pregnant as teenagers because they either, that's oftentimes by not having father involvement, they don't know how to interact in a very socially nuanced way with a boy. They do know, though, that when they're 13, 14 years of age, that boy wants sex. And so if there's another girl that might give him sex and she wants to keep the boy and not have him go to the other girl, she'll go ahead and be sexual. And if he doesn't want to wear a condom, okay. She doesn't want to make his sexual experience one that...
Well, she has no experience under those conditions negotiating with any male. I know the data I remember, it's a few years old now, indicated quite clearly that girls with fewer brothers were much more likely to be raped. And I presume, and I've seen, brotherless girls among my clients, for example, some of whom were prone to sexual assault for all sorts of reasons. They had no idea how to negotiate no at an early stage.
Yes.
So by the time they were frightened enough to object, it was often so far along the unwanted amorous advance cycle that it was very difficult for things to stop. And of course, the guy on the other end presumes, often as unsophisticated as his victim, presumes that consent has already been obtained at that point. The girls with brothers have learned how to negotiate at that really embodied level, the same embodied level that probably emerges or underlies sophistication that emerges out of rough and tumble play with fathers and so on. So, yeah, I know. I mean, the paternal involvement seems really to me to boil down to something like a kind of a conditional encouragement. It's like, I really want the best for who you could be, and I'm also confident in your ability to attain that, and so I can hold you to high standards and enforce it. Because I think so much of you, so much of what you could be.
Yes.
And I think that is a lovely juxtaposition with that more maternal sense of you always have a home here, we'll accept you in some real sense, no matter what you do. Not that women don't put conditions on their children, because of course they do, but we're talking about the way that's expressed in a very practical sense.
Yes.
And
my daddy went for a walk just the other day. My daddy right beside of me. Son, what you wanna be when you grow up? I don't wanna be no policeman, cause crime is getting out of hand. No liar, no fireman. He said, what you wanna be then? Just like you. Me never ever see this, my mommy. Take care of me, you'd like you take care of me. That's who I wanna be, just like you. Yeah, enough you don't know them, daddy, thank God me know mine and him take care of me. Daddy, I'm a general.